Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. As we get set to see Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Are you serious, dog?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
11 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
They run it with Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Jordan Whitehead on the tackle.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Colby Parkinson, his fourth. Just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Jason Myers for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And he'll bang that one through. So that drive, 4 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we doing?
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they need it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first down, Carson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. There to stop it was Carlton Davis. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw is Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
On first down, it's Rosen. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's complete to his running back, Evans. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First and 10.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Seahawks 10, Buccaneers 7.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here to his running back, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
3rd down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Yards to go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Seahawks.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now Wilson rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. This is caught. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead in that one. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Odell Beckham up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Patrick Mahomes, 2 touchdown passes thus far. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys have the lead as we get back over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa and rejoin Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 40.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he almost had it for the pick.
Wilson on the
A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
Off the play fake. Wilson on the move to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
At their own.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Down behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
5-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Rosen to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 8.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
By Darrell Taylor.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
At the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards.
Play action here with Rosen. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking downfield for Godwin. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5 yards. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Out to his left. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. There goes Sterling Shepard. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0.
Today's final.
So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half.